Hey guys, this is Teddy's General welcoming you to a Let's Play on my Windows side! And we're playing something awesome by Taito. You know, the guys did Bubble Bobble, Puzzle Bobble, all the Bobble games, and don't know what else. But this is something pretty damn obscure, even for my taste. The Osaka Loop Line. The Series 230, dividing you pleasure and company. Wait, the Series 221. Yes. Know what we're doing yet, folks? I mean, by this point you probably read the title, wondered what the hell the title means, but I'm pretty sure by watching this you can get an idea of what's to come. Or you've watched the episode of Game Center CX in which Arino has skillfully done this game. Skillfully as the best he could possibly do for a game like this. I'm gonna keep letting this awesome intro go. Yes, folks, we are playing Densha Go Final, which, according to this, is supposed to be the final version of the Densha Go series. But then, of course, they then released a Wii version right after, and then followed by a Apple exclusive. So it's not really final yet. This is actually a really interesting series that I hope continues on. This is a game where you drive a train. Yeah! I'm not joking! This is a game about you driving a train, getting from point A to point B, following all the safety protocols and everything you need to know about driving a train in Japan. And the best part is, this game came with its own special controller, which I lack. And the controller pretty much had a lever on one side to basically control your speed gears 1 through 5, and then had some weird like little turn handle knob thingy-majoohickey that activated your 8 levels of brake plus then your emergency brake. Everything was like spring-loaded for, you know, quick and on-the-go brakes and stops if you ever had that issue rise up. So yeah, Densha Go was originally an arcade game, and it became so popular that they ported the game over to the Sega Saturn, the PlayStation, the N64, and then Densha Go 2 was released on the Dreamcast, PS2, and I think I also got a PC release. I'm not entirely too sure. But with every version of this game came that amazing control system that was found, that I explained, that was found at the arcades. The controls go for anywhere between $80 and $150, and needless to say, I would like to own one at some point, because it is just a really amazing controller from a really amazing game. So, enough background on this game. If you're wondering how the game mechanics work, if you've ever heard of a game called Tokyo Bus Guide for the Sega Dreamcast, it's pretty much what we're doing. Basically, follow all sorts of standard procedure as we basically drive our train through the different lines that are in Japan. And the cool thing, the game actually came with a train map showing you all the different routes in Japan. So right now we have access to the Yomanote Line, and I apologize if I'm mispronouncing these. The Sho Line, the Osaka Loop Line, Tokyo Line. Wow, I'm butchering this one. And then diagram options. But yeah, we're going to start with the Yomanote Line. And 00 is the training stage. We're going to go jump straight into the action with train number 1, the Series E231. Not designed by Robotnik or anything. And the cool thing is, when you start off, you have basically different routes. We can either do Osaka to Ueno, or Ueno to Shinjuku, or Shinjuku back to Osaka, or just the entire damn line if I wanted to. Pretty much what I'll end up doing for these videos, since I just want to kind of do these as a way to handle stress and kind of get through things, and by adding more stress onto it, we'll probably end up doing each of the initial 3 lines for all the different trains, because all the different trains handle differently in different types of weather. And then if I'm feeling foxy enough, I'll do the entire loop. Now, the cool thing when you're selecting your loops, if you hit the spacebar, you actually go into enjoy mode, which I'm assuming is you basically drive the train. Doesn't matter if you know, kill your passengers, if you accidentally overshoot the station, you break a few speed limits. You know, it's for those who play Grand Theft Auto, pretty much. Just if you were on a linear train system. But screw enjoy mode, we're gonna do normal mode. And we're just gonna do the Osaka to Ueno line. Yomanote Line, diagram number 1. Now, I don't read, I can't speak Japanese, so deal with me whenever I go, what the hell just happened? So this pretty much shows our entire route passage we need to take. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stops on our total trip. So as you can tell, we basically have a arrival time that we need to try to aim for. We have our now time. We have our speedometer, and to the left of the speedometer is our speed, to the right is our braking system. When it's flashing like this, that means we are now in emergency brake mode. Oh. There we go. Oh sweet, 80%. If you're wondering what the controls are for this game, if you're for the PC version, it's really simple. Oh, let's not do that again, shall we? Up and down controls. Cool, we can keep going. Come on, let's try to make this in a timely manner. Up and down controls your speed gauge, and then left and right controls your brake gauge. Come on. Alright, so let's get a nice even flow here. Oh, shoot! I went over the speed limit. Alright, we're gonna stay at 65 miles. That's the speed limit, folks. Now then, forgot to mention, the chains up on the top left-hand corners, you know, where you're striving, the more chains you get, the better your score. Your now time is what time it is currently, and your arrival time is the target time you need to make it to the station. The number of people is pretty much your life points. In the original game, that was a time meter. Oh, cool. You now go up to 75 kilometers per hour. Space is our brake, and the ATC pretty much tells us if we go over 75, it will basically put a limit on us. There was no speed limit modifier or governor system if you were in the original games. No crap, we need to brake. Brake, there we go, just freaking barely, dang. And we're coming up on the station. If you can't tell if we're coming up to the station or not, we have a handy-dandy diagram on the right-hand side of our screen, right above the ATC gauge. And pretty much what that tells us is what the upcoming speed limits are, and then the random symbol that I don't know what the hell that is. What it stands for will indicate if we have a checkpoint or a station. And then, of course, the meters down below indicates how far away from our destination. I'm probably going to overshoot. Dang it! Ha! Take that! 482 centimeters before the 500 cutoff point, but I lost passengers. Oh, God. This game is a stickler for rules and regulations, such as you cannot take off before making your mandatory checks in the beginning. You can't overshoot the station. You cannot re-accelerate in the station. You cannot go over the speed limit. And if there's construction workers going into a tunnel, you need to make sure you blow your horn, or you might get deducted points for that. You can also get deducted points if you blow your horn too damn much. If you notice also in the top, in the left area of the screen, there's a weird light. That light indicates when you can go. Normally what I do whenever I start off at the station, we basically listen for the announcement. And after the announcement's done, we then do our checks. Okay, front check. Back check. Side check. Good. We can now... go! 65% something. In Japan, before you take off the train drivers, it's customary that they do a front check to make sure the track's clear, a back check to make sure everybody's set down, as well as make sure there's no one behind the train, then a side check to make sure nobody's either jumping in front of the train, that was bad, I apologize, as well as to make sure that people safely got on board. Once these 3 mandatory checks have gotten complete, they can then release the brake, and once they release the brake, oh, let's actually try to get that. There we go. Oh, no. Let's actually get this 85 kilometer per hour target check. Yeah, once the mandatory train checks have been made, then an only sweet 4 chain plus 60. Let's go up to 90. Once they've done that, pretty much what that means is from there on out, they can actually release the brakes and put into full gear so we can continue on our merry way. See, I feel very improper right now because oh shit. Gotta slow down to 75 before the marker. Oh, just made it too! Let's actually increase our speed a bit so we actually hit that 75 meter. Oh! Just did something by blowing my horn. I guess it's customary you blow your horn when you're near something. I'm missing the train next to me. Oh, we need to start slowing down because that's our stop right up here. Slowing down. Keep going. Alright, we're at brake level 2. Let's actually try to make this nice and easy. I'm like near my 220 centimeters overshot. That's fine. The cutoff point is 500. Oh, look at that. Look at that. No deductions. Woo! And we actually made it to the station 15 seconds early. We're doing pretty good as far as train conducting terms go. I feel good about this. I just wish I was wearing the customary blue uniform and actually had my... Actually, I can do that right now. Let's see here now. It's gonna screw up my watch, but you know what, let's not fuck with my watch settings, because pretty much what train drivers do is they actually have their watch out on their dashboard at all times to make sure they're hitting their times right. They also have a nice little notepad in front of them so they can make notes about the station they've hit, what time they hit the stations, as well as in case the train tells them if there's any sort of speed stops coming up, or if there's anything they need to keep track of. And also, if anybody knows kanji or knows how to read Japanese, and you please comment down below on these things so I might understand better, so I can try to get better at this game. Because the game may look boring to some, and if simulations really aren't your thing, this might be boring to some people. But in all honesty, this game is a lot of fun. It's challenging because it actually forces you to pretty much follow the rules and precautions. If you don't do things by the book, you get heavily penalized. Not as bad as it was in the first game, because the first game worked on this annoying as hell time bank system, where you start with basically 30 units in your time bank, and anytime you did something correct, the time bank would pretty much increase. Once you do something wrong, they would heavily penalize the crap out of you. Now, that made the earlier games challenging. This game's still challenging by all means, especially if you overshoot, which you are inclined to do, or you just end up missing and misinterpret certain signs, rules, and regulations. Tokyo Bus Guide was also nefarious for this misdeed. Like, if you accidentally went over the speed limit in a residential area, or something obscure like that, they let you know by, like, deducting your life pretty drastically. And if your life got basically hindered in that game, I'm gonna overshoot. You stepped up to brake 6. Okay, let's glide in here now. Alright! I made people fall again! Whoops. I just lost my third person! I really hope nobody was seriously injured, but then again, knowing my driving habits, that's likely to happen. But yeah, if this game was as bad as Tokyo Bus Guide, it might not have been fun, but then again, the fun in playing Tokyo Bus Guide is trying to figure out what the hell you screwed up on. But most times, you know, it's your own fault, like you didn't turn on your turn signal, you accidentally ran into the sidewalk, which automatically kills you pretty much. You ran into traffic, you didn't hit the bus stop in time. Luckily enough, we're on a straightforward path, so we can't screw up as badly as we can in Bus Guide. Though, braking too hard, making passengers fall over, not obeying speed limits and everything else, that could hinder it.